Hello Wayfarer, I hope you are safe and well. Welcome to the Drawnbridge, a channel on video game art, storytelling, psychology and everything concerning the meaning of playing. In this video I want to address a common and recurrent question in gamers' communities. Are older video games better than the new ones? If you are as old as me, you might have asked yourself this question at least once. Type it on Google and see how many discussions this topic has spawned. Before trying to answer it, let me tell you, this question is not correctly formulated. What do we mean with older video games? How old? What games? We need to reframe this question if we want to formulate any significant answer to it. Let's see. Are contemporary video games produced and designed differently in comparison to games from the previous generations? That's better, but still not precise. Are we talking about indie or AAA games? As you can understand, answering this question is not an easy task, but I will try to report here some facts that might make clearer why some think that older video games might be better than the new ones. I hope you will find this content interesting. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell for updates, it means a lot to me. In the background, while I address this subject, you'll see me playing Silent Hill 2, one of the best video games I ever played and certainly the game that was a career-changing for me. The last time I played it was about 10 years ago and I cannot even put into words my feeling in playing it again now. I associate this game with a period of uncertainties in my life. I did not know what to do back then, and all my professional attempts up to that point had failed. While roaming the foggy streets of Silent Hill, I understood that they had a meaning for me. It's like a semiotic investigation on the conveyance of the tragedy of everyday's life. I understood then how video games are important for me, not just on a ludic but on a deeper level. Sorry, I'm digressing. So, back to our topic, old versus new. I once asked my grandfather how was living during the Second World War. He replied, better than now. It sounded strange to me that a period marked by bloodshed, poverty and destruction could be any better than 2017 when I posed the question. As we grow older, nostalgia gets a tougher grip on us. We remember the days when we were young and carefree. It was not necessarily better, but we remember it as a great time. Because of this trick that memories play on us, we tend to idealize the good old days. So, older games that we have played in the past tend to appear extraordinarily emotional, and the first time you play a video game which is unique in its genre will be recorded by our brain as sensational. No matter how many psychological horror games I played after Silent Hill 2, with better graphics, etc., this is still my favorite, the one I always come back to if I have to define the genre. The second element to consider is the feeling of discovery that was associated with older games. Finding information on video games when the internet was not there or was not populated as it is now was difficult, and this added to the excitement of the discovery. It was like being an archaeologist and finally finding the entrance to the ancient tomb. It was also harder to install games and make them work. There always was that geeky friend who had a talent for these things and had written down on paper how to do it. A series of instructions shared in the tiny group of friends through photocopies, not phone messages. Romantic, isn't it? We created external narratives on top of these mysterious things called video games that trapped us in our room for hours, to the disappointment of our parents who did not even know what a video game was. Today, all is explored by countless videos, tutorials, streamers, reviewers. There are no more secrets, and therefore older gamers feel less excited. The gaming community in recent years has expanded enormously, and this is good, but we have lost along the way the feeling of belonging to a little tribe to be the different ones, the vanguards of a new breaking technology. I made friends for life back when gamers were treated as freaks. We had each other's back. And what can be said about art and design? The beauty of rough graphics, which left leeway to the imagination. The brain had to connect the dots then. Developers could go wild and experimental with the game design. Nowadays, a video game must sell to cover the huge production costs and therefore must address a wider audience. Contemporary games tend to be well polished but also bland and repetitive. They have to guarantee a smoother experience to all players, also to the ones who never played a video game before. Some YouTubers suggest that contemporary games are more cinematic than the old ones and remove agency from players. I personally disagree on that, but I think that it's a matter of opinions. Older games were certainly rougher and more exciting, harder but richer with secrets, and fostered offline socialization outside of the medium. I believe that in games, functionality is more important than form. So while the technology has allowed to improve graphics, the game design has gone blander for economic reasons, leaving the old gamers unsatisfied. Furthermore, the market has changed, the production pipelines have changed, teams for AAA games are bigger, made by specialized artists who are great at their craft, but they cannot see their artwork from afar. A game such as Silent Hill 2 has been made by 50 people in 2 years. Have you watched the full credits of any contemporary AAA game made nowadays? As a final word, subjectivity comes into play when we try to address our initial question. But it's totally understandable for older gamers to claim that back in their day, video games were better. Sorry, I'm one of those. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, comment below about it, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell. Follow the Drawnbridge on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and Blogger and share it with your friends. There is a PayPal me in the description below if you want to contribute to my work. Thanks for your support. See you soon.